Hi, I'm Jess and welcome to the Active Core Online Pilates Studio. Today I'm going to run you through 5 of my favourite exercises that you should do through your Pilates journey, whether you're brand new to Pilates or advanced. Now let's get into it. So to start off with, we're going to begin with our pelvic tilts. So when you're ready, we're going to lie on our back. Our legs are going to be bent and our feet are hip width apart. Now this is a small movement in our hips here, so I'm just going to over-exaggerate the arch in my lower back. So at the moment, I can comfortably fit my hand under and then I can pull it back out. So what we're going to do is pull that belly button into that spine, pressing our back firmly into the floor, and then we're slightly tilting our hips, bringing them closer towards us. And then when you're ready, you're going to relax out of that. So lowering the tailbone now, lifting up through that lower back, and then relaxing here. And we're going to go again, so pulling that belly button into the spine, pressing firmly through the lower back into the floor, and tilting those hips very gently and relax out of it. If you want to, you can rest your hands on your hips and you can feel the movement very slowly as you go from one and then to the other and then relaxing out of it. We're going to do a few more here, just in your own time. Very good. If you want to add in your breath, you would breathe in as you bring that lower back into the floor, and then exhaling out as you relax out of it. Very good. One more here. And the last one, well done. For our next exercise, we're going to go into pelvic curls. So we're going to start with that pelvic tilt we did in the first. So pulling that belly button into the spine, pressing that lower back firmly into the floor, and then we're tilting at the hips. So when you're ready, we're just going to have our hands resting by our sides. Now we're going to tuck our tailbone in. We're going to curl our spine up off the floor, lifting up at the hips, one vertebrae at a time, and then we're going to lower back down. So you're going to focus on curling up the spine one vertebrae at a time up off the floor, and then lowering back down one vertebrae at a time. Very good. You want to make sure your feet stay nice and flat and we're not curling our toes. You're just slowly going to work your way up and then come down in your own time. Squeezing your glutes together, keeping those hips nice and even as you come up and then lowering back down. And then last one here. And lowering back down. Now we're going to go into toe taps. So we're going to go our pelvic tilt again. So we press firmly through that lower back. One leg lifts and then our other leg lifts up. Now toes can be pointed or feet can just be relaxed however they naturally go. Right? When you're ready, we're firmly pressing through that lower back into the floor. One foot comes down, we tap the floor with the toes. We come up and then our other foot moves, tapping the floor with the toes. So our legs are in a bent position and our shins are in line with our knees and ankles. And you just slowly move from one foot to the other, making sure that back isn't trying to arch up off the floor. And just slowly going through. If it's starting to arch, you don't have to tap the floor with the toes. You can just go to where you can, and as soon as it starts to arch, bring that leg back up. Well done. If we can, we're going to do one more on each side. And then last one here. And then very slowly lowering one leg down at a time. Next, we're going to go into our single leg stretch. So if you want, you can keep head and shoulders down on the floor. We're going to grab onto one knee of both hands, pull it in towards the chest. You're going to extend the other leg out long towards the wall and bring it back in. And then we're going to alternate to the other leg and extend that out long. So you're just slowly working away, pulling one knee in, extend the other leg out long, coming in, and then the other side. If you need to, the higher the leg is up, the easier it is. The lower the leg goes down, the harder it is. We want to make sure that back is nice and flat, and it's a nice, slow and controlled movement to get started. And one more each side. Last one here. Very good. For our last one, we're going to go double leg stretch. So we're going to grab onto both knees this time. We're going to pull them in towards the chest, still keeping the head and shoulders down. We extend legs out long, arms over the shoulders out long, and then we're coming back together and grabbing onto the knees. So it's important to make sure that back is nice and flat still as we extend out and then come back in. The lower you go down, the harder it's going to be. But again, make sure that back isn't trying to arch. And if you need to, you can extend those legs up higher towards the ceiling. Very good. Last one here. Well done. Bring those legs back in. Hands resting by your sides and lowering the legs down one leg at a time. Well done. Those are my 5 favorite exercises. Now, those exercises were the 5 foundations of our Pilates, so you will see those everywhere. Now, if you would like to turn this more into a workout, you can do so by doing it 3 rounds, and you're going to do 10 movements of each exercise. For more videos just like this one, make sure to check out our online studio.